Hi everyone, so I thought I'd try something a little bit different today, and I decided to do some filming outside in the garden because the weather is so lovely. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. I just thought that rather than doing the standard sort of chit chats in the house, it would be nice because we're all obviously locked down at the moment to sit outside and actually get a bit of fresh air. I've made some notes on things I want to discuss with you all. The first thing I'm going to say is this phone case here that I got. It's a couple of years old now. It's actually from Ideal of Sweden, and I really like it because it's got the cute pineapple, bananas and coconuts on. So yeah, if you are looking for a new phone case as well and you're like me and you always drop your phone, then definitely check them out. The next thing I want to talk to you about is so I've been following this really nice girl called Ellie from Styling Social, and I've actually met the last week or so. I've met some really nice girls from part of the group, and what Ellie basically does is she's a social media coach, and so she really helps you to focus on your Instagram strategy and to engage with your audience. And also the other thing I found is that, especially at the moment, you're really having to think outside the box, because obviously whereas before you could go out to these really nice locations and get really Instagram worthy content, now everybody is, I guess, on a level playing field and having to actually be, I guess, a bit more creative, and that's a lot more complicated than before. So as I was saying about Ellie, she's a really nice social media coach. I've actually got live training with her on Wednesday, which I'm really excited about, and she's going to be talking to us about engagement and so on. And she actually has opened up a new spot for an 11th member. So if you check out her page, Styling Social, or Ellie Blakeney, which is her personal account, you can basically sign up for what's called like a social isolation bundle pack, and it gives you all the tips and tricks of social media. It gives you like a template of like the bare necessities, the basic things that you need when starting out. And the really good thing about this actually is the fact that even if you're just starting out, or say a lot of people I know at the moment are actually out of work, so obviously don't have a lot of disposable income, you don't have to have the best equipment. You can literally just start like filming on your iPhone, which is actually how I started. And when I very first started, I actually would balance my iPad on a stack of books and a box, so it was really basic. So you can just literally just grab something out of your house and you can make it work for you. The isolation bundle thing, it's really good value actually. I said to Ellie that I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive, so I definitely recommend checking that out. If you do manage to get the 11th spot, then Ellie's also opening up live training for the girls, and it's only for the 11 girls, so you get exclusive training. And I'm looking forward to actually sharing like what I learn from that, because I think that's actually going to be quite educational. So the other thing that I thought I'd talk about is gratitude. So I think a lot of us at the moment, like, we're all very conscious of the fact, you know, of the things that we took for granted, like going to the pub or going for a nice meal with the other half, or even just going for a walk. So I don't know about you, but I certainly feel like it's making me appreciate the smaller things. So today I'm just really sort of sitting in my garden, appreciating the fact that clear blue skies, it's lovely and warm, got food, got my family, got my health, and I think that's something that a lot of us neglect. I certainly do. So for me, this is kind of like an opportunity to hit the reset button. So I would say to you, if you are feeling sort of down at the moment, go easy on yourself, because at the end of the day, you know, this is an unusual situation that we're all in, but at the same time realise that nothing lasts forever, and so try, if you can, to focus on what you can control. Don't stress about the things that you find difficult, because chances are everybody else is in the exact same situation, I'd also say to you, if you are on social media, reach out to people, chat to people, because the chances are they're feeling exactly the same. And that's something that I've actually been doing the last week or so with the girls from Styling Social, who are really, really lovely. They all make you feel welcome. Some of you were saying about Disney Plus. I was quite late jumping on the bandwagon for that. But I'm actually, I think it's a bit of a, like, I want to start watching Lady and the Tramp, you know, the remake, but I think it's a bit of a dangerous area for me, because I noticed when I was on there that there was loads of actual Disney films that I haven't seen in years, or new Disney films. So I do want to watch some, so do let me know, like, in the comments what your recommendations are. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to be quite strict with myself and maybe limit myself to one film per night, because the other thing I found at the moment is that I fall asleep really, really late. So I've been falling asleep at like 1 or 2 in the morning, which is not ideal. So I need to get out of that habit. One of the girls that I actually met from Styling Social is called Alice Lucy Bradley. And sorry Alice, I had to write your name down because I've got a couple of pinpoints of things I want to cover. But what Alex has actually done is she's created these really fun templates. So if you like, sort of like, if you've got time in your hands and you're bored and you want to do something, then definitely check out her page. She's got these really fun templates where kind of like this or that kind of scenario, and it gets you thinking about what you enjoy. And actually it made me think, maybe I need to pick up that book, read that book, which one of the other girls I spoke to earlier, we both kind of said to each other that we're both gonna like actively try and do the 2 hours before bedtime digital detox, because I'm always on my phone, and actually pick up a book and read a book tonight. So that's definitely something I want to get into, because I used to be able to read like 1 book a day, and now I'm lucky if I do like read a quarter of a book. If you're in the sort of Brighton, Sussex area, you may or may not have heard of Fairy Tale Fair. Now for about, I think 2 or 3 years now, every year I've had one of the lovely girls from the Fairy Tale Fair email me saying, do you want to come along? And every year I've not been able to go for one reason or another. It may be like I was working, or, you know, seeing family, and I was up in Wales or something. But this year, because of this situation, they've actually decided to take that fair online, so it's like a virtual fair. And I actually think that this is a fantastic idea, that I think even when the situation calms itself down, like in the future, they should actually maybe do that as well. Because obviously there are loads of us that are here, there and everywhere that can't, for whatever reason, get there. And I think it would be really nice to make it more inclusive for people if they do that. So if you are from the Fairy Tale Fair and, you know, you see this video, then please do another virtual fair, because I think it was fantastic, and I feel like I've discovered loads of independent businesses. Has anyone else got a Westie or a dog that, or a cat that just, as soon as you put something down, they just come along and help themselves? Yeah, don't mind me, Toad. I've got these earrings from Pepper U, and basically I've got another pair that I'm going to be giving away soon, and I'm also going to be doing a giveaway of loads of sort of independent products from local businesses. One of the ones I got, because I personally have got really dry hands at the moment, is lavender hand cream, and this is from Long Barn in Winchester, and this is a company that I've been going to for about two or 3 years, maybe longer. And what they are is a lovely sort of, almost like, I wouldn't say garden centre, but they do plants and everything. But at Christmas they also do really nice baubles with a unique design on, and then they donate some of the profits to a local charity, which I really, really like. But yeah, if you're a local business in sort of Surrey or Sussex, then please drop me an email or a direct message, because I really want to support local businesses. That's something I'm really passionate about. And so what I want to do also for my followers is I want to actually give you guys a chance to win some of these things. So I will be giving a pair of earrings away from Pepper U, which I like these ones I've got in, but they're dangly. and I will be sharing the posts in the coming days, so you'll be able to see like what they look like up closer. Also going to be giving that lavender hand cream away, and I've got some really cute stationery bits from the Face blog. If you don't know who she is, she does really cute gaffets and bright colours and so on. And again, if you follow my account, Le Blonde Voyage, you'll be able to see that. So I'm working on my own business, and so I really want to focus on my branding and so on, and market research, and just the ins and outs of like what I plan to do. So I guess my overall business strategy. And so what I've been doing is following a lovely lady called Nell, who again I've known for a couple of years now, through my husband actually. I met Nell at a Christmas party, and she was so nice. She actually invited me along to the networking event that my husband goes to the following day. Now, it did mean I had to get up at 5 o'clock, I think it was, but it was so worth it. I'm not a morning person at all. I hate getting up in the morning, but everyone was so friendly, everyone was so chatty. It was really interesting, really inspiring. And so yeah, I met Nell through that, and she actually has like a business coaching business, so it's called Action Coach Nell. And again, I will probably leave a link below for you, but definitely check her out. She does at the moment she's doing like daily videos over on Facebook, and she really encourages you to hold yourself accountable. She kind of gets you to think about, you know, how you can adapt your Instagram strategy. I think a lot of people right now, whether it's business or blogging or personal, whatever, everyone's conscious of the fact like, what content can I post, because you want to be sensitive to your audience, and you're probably very conscious of the fact like, you know, it's probably not appropriate for me to be posting products like dresses and makeup and that, but actually your audience probably does want to see some of that to some extent, because it's a way for them to escape the reality and to relax and unwind. Because I think at the moment especially, you know, we're being bombarded by the news and content updates from the government and that. So in order to keep us all a little bit sane, we need to have something nice to focus on, I guess. So yeah, I think just whether you're blogging or your business, something that Ellie and Nell and a few others have said, pivot your content. There's a really nice lady called Robin who did a carousel post, and it was like working from home, and then you swiped and it was like the reality of working at home. And I really, really loved that post. I thought it was very funny, and I think that's another thing, try and keep it light-hearted, but at the same time, if you are struggling, don't think that you can't come out and say, actually guys, you know what, I'm struggling, because people will appreciate your honesty. And I think like apart from your brand, you want to be seen to be honest and raw and open, so don't be afraid to do that. Somebody that I have again followed for ages is the lovely Katie from Cakey Kirk Loves. I'll leave her link below. But Katie, I met her, she actually reached out to me, I think it was several years ago. I thought, oh, Katie, because she's probably got a better memory than me. But we met, she invited me to a Lush blogging event, and I think it was around Christmas time. And I met her, and I met Holly as well, and a couple of the other girls who are all really, really lovely. And so yeah, I met Katie there, and then we actually also met, I think it was Christmas just gone. We went for a really nice vloggers brunch down in Brighton, which was good fun, at 6 in Hove. So if you haven't been there, when you get out of this sort of lockdown, definitely make sure you check 6 out in Brighton, because they do the most amazing stack of pancakes I've ever had. You can actually see those on my Instagram account. The only thing I would say is that if you have those, you probably won't need to eat anything else, because I've never seen a stack of pancakes loaded with so much food in all my life. But so Katie, she's done a post recently, and I love her content anyway, because it's really fun, and she always had like a consistent theme. she does really nice themes. So she's done I think like a pastel theme, Easter, Christmassy, so definitely check her out. But the one thing I really like is that normally like her content is really light-hearted and fun and sort of like your typical like what you want to follow kind of thing, but she puts her own mark on it. But what I really like that she did recently is she actually decided, do you know what, now is the time for me to communicate a really important message, and that was, you know, staying at home, and the NHS message of like stay at home, save lives and all that, because there are so many people out there, you know, working for the NHS or working at the supermarket or, you know, even collecting rubbish, like key workers, that without them, like the rest of us would be completely like, what would we do kind of thing. And I think like especially today you've got really, really nice weather, and I know I certainly felt like, oh, I really want to go for a walk, or I really want to go for a bike ride and go to National Trust, and I can't do that, which is frustrating. But you've got to remember that this is a temporary situation, hopefully. It's not gonna, I should think that it's not going to carry on forever, and there are so many people dying from this horrible disease or virus. I think the least we can do is try and help the government, try and help the NHS by staying home, and also like protecting our families. Now I know a lot of you, I've actually got a few friends that have had weddings scheduled for April and June, and I got married back in 2018, and I actually spoken to some of the girls and said, like, planning a wedding is stressful at the best of times, so obviously to throw this into the mix is not ideal, but I'm sure a lot of venues, like if you speak to them, they will help you to reschedule, and I think that's what actually happened for a few of my friends, because you've got to realise you're not the only one that this is happening to, so you're not alone, even though it may feel like that, and it's terrible, and I really feel for you, but just realise that you're not alone, and you will get your wedding day at some point. And look at it from another perspective, you will still have your wedding day to look forward to. You've got longer to plan and add things and change things. And actually, having been married for nearly 2 years, I would say you use that opportunity, like have fun with it, because the actual planning, like everyone said to me, it goes really quickly. The wedding day goes really quickly. And I was like, oh, I just want to hurry up and get married. But actually, don't get me wrong, like, it's lovely being married, but your wedding day is so special, like you don't want to rush that. So really soak up this opportunity with your partner, and like use it as an opportunity to see what you're going to be like when you get married. You know, these are testing times, so if you can get through this with your partner, you know, your fiance and that, you will find married life a whole lot easier, because it's all about communication, it's all about compromise, which at the moment obviously everyone's confined indoors, so it's going to be a whole lot harder. So I think this is a really good opportunity for you to work on that. I know myself, I have struggled. I absolutely adore my husband, I love him to pieces, but there have been times where I've just been like, oh, I need some room, I need some space. And again, you might feel like that with your family, like even if you're not in a relationship. Just remember that everyone's in the same boat, and we all need to be a bit more, less judgmental and a bit more patient. So I guess that's it for my rambling on session for today. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscription button if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you all soon. Take care, bye.